everybody, welcome to today's video of The Bearded Gentleman. On today's video I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of my new router that I just recently purchased for my apartment. I've lived in my apartment for about 2 years now, and when I first moved in here, when I first got my internet set up, I just got a real basic router. It was like a $30 router from Target. At the time, it was just me living here by myself, so it worked out fine. I didn't really have a whole lot of stuff on my wireless connection and that sort of thing. So it worked great at the time. Unfortunately, as the last 2 years have gone on, I've got more devices that I have now added to my collection here in my apartment. I've got my roommate, she's got some devices. I've got 2 Xboxes, computer, phones, tablets, all kinds of stuff. So I'm really pushing my router to the absolute limit right now. And in addition, even though I'm only in about a 900 square foot apartment, believe it or not, even back in the bedrooms, I'm actually losing just a little bit of my Wi-Fi signal, especially when there's a lot of things happening at the same time. So I recently decided to upgrade to a new router, and so that's what we're going to be doing here today. Alright, so real quickly, just for comparison, I do have my box from my old router still. This is the one I've been using for a little over 2 years now. It's a Netgear WNR1000. It's an N150 router. It had maximum speed of up to 150 megs per second. At the time when I bought this thing, I didn't think too much of it. I thought, oh, that's going to be way more than I'll ever need. My internet speed at that time was a 50 megs per second connection. However, over the last year or so, my local cable provider has actually upgraded all their equipment within the area, all the lines and everything, so now they're actually offering 100 megs per second. They upgraded everyone to 100 megs per second. So that's done pretty well. However, I can tell now that I'm starting to really kind of max out what this router can do. So this is the old one. I am going to be repurposing this. I'm going to be using this and turning it into basically an access point. Once I get everything all redone, this is actually going to go into my bedroom, into my computer desk, and so I'm going to hook it up in there as an access point, so that it's basically a hub and also an extender in my room to help improve my signal. And I'm not sure how well you can see on camera here, but Nugget wants to guest star in this episode. So that's the old box. And so the new router that I've got is this guy right here. It's a lot bigger. This is a Linksys EA8500. It's an AC2600 router. I do have to put a disclaimer on this. I do work at Best Buy. I was able to get a decent deal on this, being a Best Buy employee. I cannot say what that was, obviously, but I did not get it for free. I did have to pay for this out of pocket. I just got a little bit of a deal on it. So just in the interest of full disclosure, I did pay for this. I didn't get this for free to do a review or anything. So this is my new router that I've decided to go with. This is probably actually going to be overkill for what I need in my apartment. However, the price was right, and I just decided it's time to go ahead and upgrade. So hopefully this is a router that will carry me through for probably another 3 to 5 years. This should be overkill for what I have right now, but it should be great for down the road as faster internet speeds come along. Maybe I might move into a larger place, you never know, but I'd rather have more than what I need than just barely hang on with the router that I've got right now. Alright, so this is the front. Pretty straightforward. It's still got the plastic on it, haven't opened it up yet. It is a 2.6 gigs per second dual band router. Again, that's way overkill for what I have right now. However, I am hearing that my cable provider could possibly have gigabit internet available here within the next year. I don't know if I'll actually get it because it is going to be more expensive, but it's possible that I may end up with that at some point. So on the back here, it's got just information about what it's got here. So band 1 is a 2.4 gigahertz band, up to 800 megs per second, and it works well with older wireless end devices. And then this here is band 2. This is a 5 gigahertz bandwidth. Speeds up to 1733 megs per second. So definitely screaming internet compared to what I have right now. But like I said, this is kind of future-proofing me for a little while. So there's that. It's got all the pertinent information there on the end there. All right, and so with that, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Into the plastic there. Down. All right, so there's that. We'll set that off to the side for now. And open it up. And we've got quick start guide. Cool. It's got got a sheet there where I can write down all my pertinent network information once I get it all set up, so that I can keep it on hand. That's kind of cool. And it's just got your basic diagram there of what you do with it. And it's got the CD here. It says it's documentation. So I imagine it's like the full instruction manual and all that sort of thing. So first things first, let's go ahead and pull this guy out of here. It is much larger compared to my old router. That is for sure. There it is. Peel the sticker off. It's nice to peel the stickers off the new product. On the back here, okay, so it's got, oh, you can see here. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots for antennas. It does have them in here. On the back here, it's got a USB 3.0, USB 2.0, or SATA port. It's got 4 Ethernet ports. These will handle gigabit internet, from what I understand, as long as you have all the stuff to do it. There's where your internet goes in, obviously, and it's got your switches here for resetting things. Got your reset switch, power, and on/off. So there's the router, and here are the antennas. So they're individually packaged. There are 4 of them. Alright, there you go. There's the antenna. Alright, so there's the antennas. Got 4 of them. Antennas do kind of like to flop around here a little bit. Alright, so there it is. Does kind of look like a spaceship almost. The EA8500, which is the real high-end one, it's got 6 antennas, and it looks even more ridiculous. Yes. And here, alright, we've got a blue Ethernet cable. I believe it's probably about a 3-foot cable. I may or may not actually end up using this. We'll see. I've got a couple of Ethernet cables laying around. There's the power brick. It's pretty, actually a pretty decent sized power brick. That's pretty substantial. So this will be fun trying to find a place to plug this in on my surge protector. Alright, so that's it. Nothing else in the box. As with most of my electronics, I will keep this box on hand. Just so I have it, basically. It's nice to just kind of have the information about it on hand. It's got model number, serial number, all that kind of stuff on it. So it's always nice to have. So on the side here, I'm going to read you what some of this says. 1, 2, 3, easy setup. We will see about that. Large household. Again, I'm only in a 900 square foot apartment, so hopefully this ought to be plenty for my apartment. Maybe, fingers crossed, I might actually be able to actually get Wi-Fi all the way over at the laundry room. That'd be kind of fun. Up to 17 plus devices can be connected. It's got 4x4 AC, so 4 simultaneous data streams for faster performance. advanced security, so it's got WPA2 encryption. It's got a USB 3.0 port, a dual-core CPU. I think it has more than my computer does. Beamforming technology, and smart Wi-Fi. So what you can do with the USB 3.0 port that's on this is you can actually take an external hard drive, plug it into your USB 3.0 port here, and you can actually basically use the router to stream products that you have on an external hard drive. You've got a USB 3.0 hard drive. If you've got pictures and video and music and stuff like that, you can actually just plug it right into this, and all devices on your network should have access to it. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so that's the unboxing part of this. So here's our spaceship. Let me go ahead and get this set up, and let's see how this goes together here. Alright, so I want to show you guys kind of the difference. This is the original power brick that went with the original router. This is the new one. That's a lot bigger, that's for sure. And then for the routers themselves, this here's the original guy that I had. It's the original. It's my little Netgear. Isn't it cute? We're moving up to this boy right here. Yeah, that's... yeah, it's a much larger router. Like I said, this one is actually going to go into my room. It's going to be used as an access point. This is going to be my main router now. Alright, so this is going to be fun trying to find a place to put this stupid thing. Alright, so I was able to fit my router back here. It is a little too wide to kind of fit in this space that I had here. Previously I'd had the cable modem and the router actually both standing vertically right here. I have now moved the cable modem down to the middle shelf here so that I can make room for the router right up top here. So I've got it all plugged in. I'm going to head on into the computer now, and I'm going to get this thing all set up, and we'll see where we're at. Alright, so we got everything all set up. Network is all ready to go. It took me maybe about 10 minutes or so to do that. I came in here into my room onto my computer and finished that setup. Wasn't bad at all. All the cables were already ran, so I didn't have to do anything else there. The setup was very quick, very easy. It was done through a web browser, so they wanted me to sign up for some sort of Linksys smart Wi-Fi thing. That was interesting. But I got everything all set up. I've got the 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz bands all set up. I've got a guest network set up. It was very, very straightforward. Really easy. I don't claim to be a tech expert, but I kind of know my butt from a hole in the ground. So I didn't have any issues whatsoever with it. In terms of my speeds, the speeds are higher for my wired tests. Now, I have to preface this by saying that when I did tests, 2-3 hours ago before I started all this, I was kind of right at like 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. So it's very possible that the network was just bogged down simply from usage, from heavy usage. I am in an apartment complex. I don't know exactly how all that works. I'd imagine that if the entire complex is all, on the internet at the same time, it might kind of bog it down a little bit. So earlier I was getting maybe 20-30 megs per second on my average tests. That was done both through a speed test on my computer and also the test that I did through my Xbox, which is hardwired into my network. Now I'm getting about 55 to 65, and I'm also getting about 65 on my Wi-Fi through my phone, through the Galaxy S7 that I'm recording this video on. So speeds are definitely really high. I haven't walked outside to kind of see how far away I can get with the signal just yet. I'll do that in the morning. But definitely so far I'm noticing a difference. It is really, really good. I'm seeing now that my weak spot, now I've got a slow computer, so hey, guess what's next? I got to build a computer now. So that'll be coming here at some point. But everything's all set up. Everything was really straightforward on that. So I would definitely, if you're in the market for a new router, I would definitely recommend this one. It's a good one. If you look online right now, it's going anywhere from about $200 to $250. So it is a little expensive, but this is the newest of the technology that's out there right now. So it's not the 9500, which is about 350 to 400. That one is just ridiculous. But this one's right in the middle of the road. It's definitely an improvement over what I had. I am going to be taking that old router and I'm going to be repurposing it here in my room. I've got a video set up here that I'm going to be doing for you guys here over the next couple of days on that, because there's some pretty big stuff happening. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys on the next episode of The Bearded Gentleman. Later.